I'm just waiting for my water to boil so I can make some tea and make some dinner, and I am just freezing. It has gotten really cold out with the setting of the sun, and now that I'm not moving, it's it's nip. I'm just waiting for my water to boil so I can make some tea and make some dinner, and I am just freezing. It has gotten really cold out with the setting of the sun, and now that I'm not moving, it's it's nippy. I am so cold and so thirsty. I brought a soda along to drink and it froze solid. It's a local soda. This flavor's spruce tip. We're gonna see if we can't thaw it out a little bit. We're gonna make some herbal tea here. I use the rest of the boiling water to thaw out my water bottle. All right, I think it's time to start making dinner. I was thinking country fried steak sounds really good. Peanut oil here. Got some very frozen potatoes. Great way to test oil to see if it's hot enough. Put a piece of wood in it. If it fizzles, it's good. Whoa. Hey, my soda thawed out. Gonna try to enjoy what's left of it. That's good. Kind of reminds me of 7-Up with a hint of pine. Well, to go with a country fried steak, I'm gonna make a knockoff version of Mexican street corn. Okay, so I've got some tagine. Gonna put that in there. Mayonnaise. There we go. I made a bunch of gravy earlier and I vacuum sealed and froze it. So now all I gotta do is just lay it by the stove and let it thaw out. There we go. Not a bad little meal. I didn't quite do the country fried steak right. I forgot to bring the buttermilk to make the batter. But so I just rolled it in flour and give it a go. Still tastes really good. Oh, I'm hungry. I missed lunch today. All right, good. Got some leftover steak. I'm going to put it in the freezer. There we go. I think I want to have some bread in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and make some dough up. Oh, my bag's got some holes in it. I gotta be careful. Just gonna stick this up here where it's nice and warm, and that'll ride. All right, I think it's time for some dessert. I'm gonna make some cookies. Pecan Turtle Delight cookies. Man, this sounds good. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. We'll just pull them over here to cool. That shouldn't take long. Oh, not too bad. That is good. Warm cookies on a camp out is hard to beat. If you burn the bottom, just eat them burn side up. Got my dough from yesterday. Ooh, smells great. Ooh. Got some blueberry pie filling we're gonna put on our bread. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. This is my reward for dealing with the chainsaw and coming back. A little bit of butter and garlic paste in here. We're gonna try to melt this butter without melting my Tupperware. Got some king crab claws there. They're all pre-cooked, so all you gotta do is warm them up on the fire. Salt, pepper, garlic powder. Jake, Jake. Wake up, Jake. Jake. Jacob, wake up. Jacob. Hey, Jake, wake up. We got dinner. Jacob, wake up. Wake up, Jacob, wake up. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, that's good. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. That is a chunk of meat right there. Hey, buddy, you want some steak? You know, it's a good steak when you don't need to cut it up. You can just bite into it like an apple. Look at that. It's a huge, isn't it?
How big?
Oh, they get like bigger than this. I love how the little thumb meat out of a king crab is bigger than most lumps out of blue crab. Look at that. Well, for breakfast, I got an omelet. It's egg, cheese, onions, peppers, mushrooms, salt, pepper, all the good stuff. I'm just gonna put it in a pot of boiling water. There we go. If you want to eat well, but you don't want to do a lot of fancy cooking out in the field, frozen vacuum sealed meals are the way to do it. I think the dogs woke up. All right, that's good. There we go. Oh, that was good. All right, for dinner I've got moose fajitas. I prepped up all the meat and seasonings and vegetables and everything in this little package and froze it. Now I'm just gonna put it in a pot of boiling water to heat it back up. Not a bad meal when you don't have time to do fancy stuff. Got a moose fajita with a little bit of guacamole. Oh, I'm hungry. It's about 9 p.m. I haven't eaten since breakfast. Oh, that's good. All right, I think it's time to get up. Trying to make some breakfast. Gonna rub some butter on this warm tortilla and put cinnamon sugar on it. That's good. If you ever had cinnamon toast or a sopapilla, it kind of tastes like that. Got some steel cut Irish oatmeal here. This is the good stuff. A little butter, brown sugar, and raisins. Metal spoons are cold. Yeah. Got a frozen spaghetti meat sauce here. Wet metal spoons. Spaghetti and meat sauce. I don't think I'm gonna come inside so my food doesn't freeze. I'll tell you, that was one of the most physically demanding things I've done in a while. I'm looking forward to this meal. All right, got frozen mabadofu. That sound good? Right. Kind of like a curry. Cherry cobbler too.
It might be.
2 things of boil and bag rice. The mabadofu. Do that. Give that 11 minutes and it'll be done.
Never go back to it, truthfully. But if you ever want to come back to your...
So this is mabadofu. It's a Japanese version of a Chinese dish here. The ground beef, green onions, tofu, and this red chili bean paste is really good. While we're eating that, I'm gonna put some cherry cobbler in here. You gotta eat quick or it gets cold.
Where do you like taste the same?
All right, I gotta try the bit, but it's okay.
Try to use the sick one.
Here's my dish. Pretty amazing. What? It's time for lunch. There we go. I've got a large wedge of brie soaked in honey and garlic. We're gonna melt this up and eat it with pilot bread. I got some leftover ptarmigan stew from our trip to Nome. So we're gonna make some of that too. All right, so I got the frozen ptarmigan stew. I'm gonna put it in the jacuzzi. We're gonna put the honey garlic brie hors d'oeuvre in here.
Why food short time?
It's very forgiving. All right, you guys want? I'll just,
Man, it. Oh, man.
Part of the experience. You got exotic cheeses and sauces on pilot bread. That's bougie bush.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
Oh,
Honey and brie is a hard combo to beat.
Man.
Just to get food for ourselves.
What happened? So
Ptarmigan sweet potato stew here.
yeah.
We got a stew here. It's like green beans, sweet potatoes, carrots, ptarmigan. When I catch the ptarmigan, I breast them out, and then I take the carcasses and I make broth, and then I pick it and make a stew with it.
The caribou liver can be interesting. Sometimes it works out.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, that feels good to get some food in me. Give me these hot dogs. I think they're made out of caribou. Excited to try them out. Oh, smell good. That's a good hot dog. I think I worked up a 2 hot dog appetite. Special. Got king crab legs. Last winter I went up to Nome with my son Nathan and we caught king crab through the ice. I've got this little jar with garlic and butter in it. Just kind of loosen the lid, sit that right by the fire. Look at the size of that crab leg. Oh, that was so warm and delicious. When you cook the crabs over the fire too, it makes their shells brittle. Makes it a lot easier to shell them. You just use your hands. You gotta eat quick. Things cool off really quick around here. Look at that. That's just from one knuckle. Barely fits in the jar. Oh, that's messy but good. About 7:30, I think it's time to go test out that griddle and make some breakfast. Okay, corned beef hash. Oh, it's so frozen. Yeah, it's pretty non-stick. Slid right off. Corned beef and hash egg sandwich.
Oh, that is so good.
Tell you what, that little skillet worked really well. Pretty easy to make too. Oh, that was delicious. I wouldn't mind another one of those. Oh. Tell you, that was a good meal. I'm definitely gonna have to do that one again. Order of business is get some dinner ready. Well, I'm melting some snow for my dinner, but that's gonna take a little while. So I'm gonna have some little snacks. Cheese, crackers, and salami here. Got a feral pig salami from Texas. Nice cheese, wild boar salami, and a Ritz cracker. Wow. Ooh, got this nice blueberry Wensleydale. This is good stuff. Also got some dried figs here. All right. I got some instant curry and rice cooking up, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm really hungry and tired. And it just tastes so much better than dehydrated camping meals. Oh yeah, here we go. I love this boil and bag rice. It's just great for campouts like this. Little instant Japanese curry here, just heat and serve. Lived off this stuff though when I was in Japan. All right, curry and rice and a piece of pilot bread to eat with it. Not too shabby. All right, I got a little bit of dessert planned. I've got some dehydrated creme brulee. Not sure how that's gonna work, but you know, we'll see. Okay. All right, I'm supposed to add cold water. Luckily, I know where I can find some. Stir briskly and sprinkle the caramelized sugar on the top. And give that a go. It kind of tastes just like butterscotch pudding, but you know, a little bit of creme brulee flavor in there. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That was more sugar than I usually eat in a whole day, but Not too bad.
This right here is a frozen raw bread pudding. It's basically scrambled French toast. Eggs, butter, sugar, milk, vanilla extract, raisins, mixed up with shredded bread. Put it in a thing of boiling water and let it cook for about 15-20 minutes. So this is smoked pork jowl bacon. Cooking this first is a great way to grease your pan. Oh, look at that dough. It's all puffy and great. Nice piece of bread. Look at that. There we go, pork jowl bacon, fresh bread, butter, and honey. That's not too bad. There you go. That's bread pudding. If you like French toast, you'll love bread pudding. I like to put a little bit of almond extract in here. It's really good.
Tell you what, I am hungry. I did not get lunch today. I got bratwurst. I love these things. My water's got lots of pulp in it. Oh, it is so dry out. I don't know if you can see it, but it's so dry that I'm starting to get a little sore in the corner of my mouth. Just use a little fat, like this butter. That actually works really well. And it tastes good too. All right. For dessert, I've got some bread pudding. I mixed all the raw ingredients together and vacuum sealed it. And now I'm just gonna cook it in a pot of boiling water. Look at that. Woohoo! I love white brats and mustard. That is so good. Oh. No, that smells good. It's got cinnamon, vanilla, raisins in there. And I got some leftover pie filling, so that's happening. Hot bread pudding. Mmm, that was good. I left the can of pie filling on the floor and it froze last night. Yeah. Well, we'll thaw that out. No problem. It is. Oh, that looks good. I'm hungry. That's good.
Friday.
Taco Friday. The marinated beef here. Marinated orange soda. Okay, do you want any salsa or guacamole on yours? Hi, these are pretty tasty. Oh, Mav here, he knows how to win the boys over. He's making mabodofu. That's made from scratch. That's not box mix like I do. Oh, that's good. Hey, you want a meatball?
Yes.
There you go. It's for you. All right, there we go. I'm gonna use an old dog mushing trick to cook my food. So I've got an old tuna fish can and a bottle of heat. This is a fuel additive we put into gas tanks to keep them from freezing up in the wintertime. And it's mostly made out of isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol can be very dangerous. See how the flame is nearly invisible? If you spill isopropyl alcohol on yourself and light yourself on fire in the daytime, you won't even be able to see it. But It burns really clean and really hot, so it's great for cooking. Put some olive oil in the bottom of the pan. The advantage of burning alcohol is that it burns really clean. You can use it inside the tent like this, and it doesn't stink the place up. It doesn't make your food taste funny. I'm done cooking my couscous, and it looks like the flame just went out. About 5-6 ounces of heat, lasted about 20 minutes. Let's cover that up, keep that warm. There we go. Got some fresh Alaskan scallops here. Got some butter and garlic. Cranberry couscous and scallops cooked in garlic butter. That's pretty good. Scallops have to be my favorite seafood. Got some powdered tang here. Oh, that feels nice. You see how the fire's orange now instead of that invisible blue color? I threw a few wood chips in there last night, and that ash mixed with the alcohol makes the flames orange so you can see them. Oh man, having that little alcohol stove under the tarp really warms it up in here. It's nice. All right, some food. All right, for dinner I'm having beef stew. I made it at home and vacuum sealed it, and then threw it in the freezer. All I have to do now is heat and eat. I got some ling himui covered mango. All right, got some hot tang here. Man, the temperature's dropping like a rock, and I'm not moving around. My coat's a little wet. Oh, I'm cold. Oh. Got all the boiling water in my thermos here. Just gonna go like that. Oh, I needed that so bad. Let's go ahead and eat some dinner. Got some sweet potatoes and carrots and beef chunks. Oh, that tastes so good. It's warming my hands up too. I hit the spot, but I am cold and tired, and I just want to get into bed. Have another glass of tang before I go to bed. I'm dehydrated. I like using flint and steel for lighting my stove. You can flick the sparks from afar instead of having to get your fingers nice and close to it. For breakfast, I've got a sausage and egg omelet. Just like the beef stew, I made this at home and vacuum sealed it. Now I just need to reheat it. My stove keeps going out. I think the head's gotten dirty. Darn it. This thing is so weak. It's taking forever to boil. I'm just not getting pressure. That's full throttle right there. That's as much gas as I can give it. There's definitely something wrong. Oh, that's it. I don't think it's gonna give me anything more. I mean, that's warm enough. I got some cheese, sausage, eggs, peppers, onions. Oh, that was... Now that's cooking. All right, let's get some snow melted. So check out, the water's boiling at 195 degrees. Now normally water boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Because we're so high above sea level, the air pressure is lower and the water boils at a lower temperature. There's a little physics there for you. I don't want my food to cool down, so I'm gonna keep it in here. All right. Ooh. My finger just froze to my spoon. We're gonna try some beef stew. Oh, that tastes amazing. I gotta eat quickly before the stew gets cold. All right, that's it. This is how you do the dishes when it's cold out. All right, that's good. Got some orange zest herbal tea. I gotta tell you, it smells like the best thing in the world right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was the best thing I've ever drank. I brought a couple more of those tea bags. I think I'm gonna use them up. Ooh. I just spilled boiling water on my hands and it didn't hurt. Oh, that's how cold I am. I'm gonna go put this hot water in my sleeping bag, get it warmed up. I got little drops of beef stew on my jacket. Luckily it's frozen so I can just brush it off. You know, silver lining on. Matches just don't work well at this temperature. Got some biscuits and gravy, but it's still a little bit crunchy. Just can't cook it well enough at this temperature. Here's what it is, it's food, and it's moderately warm. Oh, feels good to get something to drink. I am thirsty. Well, I'll tell you what, I've worked up a bit of an appetite and I'm excited for dinner. I've got shish kebabs and couscous. Having both of these stoves going in here is heating things up a little bit. All right, we got chunks of seasoned chicken wrapped in bacon. Lay this on our little grill here. Woo, bacon fire. That's looking good. Bacon wrapped chicken shish kebabs and couscous. Little chunks of chicken wrapped in bacon. Oh, that is hard to beat. Good dinner needs a good dessert. I'm gonna make brownies and whipped cream. That's a brownie mix here. All right, put some brownie batter in the bottom of my mug. I'm just gonna lay it right in there and just seal it up. Just let that steam for about 20 minutes and then it'll be done. All right, I'm gonna whip some cream here. I've got about a third a bottle of cream. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla and sugar to it. Put the lid on, and then we're gonna shake this. Just shake it for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna have whipped cream. Time for some brownie and whipped cream here. Oh, that was good. All right, shove that down in my bag. Oh, I don't like it. It's cold out here. Yeah, it's nicer in my bed. Yeah, time to put on cold pants. All right, we're gonna make some oatmeal for breakfast. Got some warm Scottish oatmeal with sweet whipping cream in it.
Oatmeal should always have butter or cream in it. This is so good. I'm not a fan of instant oatmeal, but steel cut oatmeal is...
Check these out. This is mountain ash. So this is mountain ash or roan. Never eaten these before. Some people say that they're good. Some people say they're poisonous. Best information I can find is that the flesh is edible, but the seeds will give you some discomfort. Mountain ash is really common in this part of Alaska, and it's a berry you can find pretty late in the season. This right here is a willow. In the wintertime, willow is the primary food source for moose, ptarmigan, and hares. It also has some medicinal properties. The greenish yellow inner bark of a willow has aspirin in it. It tastes just like biting into an aspirin pill. But I think I need to make some dinner. It is getting really late. Oh, it is cold in here. All right, we're gonna make some quesadillas. Oh, it feels so much better when your fingers work. Pork chili verde, we're gonna stuff inside. Okay, just smell you. I forgot to bring a plate, but I found this one. Oh, dang it. Just dropped my knife and busted the tip off it. Wow, I really like this knife. It's stuck together. Ooh. That's good. Got a little can of salsa here. That's good. Roast a little marshmallow here. Got a little chocolate sauce. Oh, that hits the spot. It's gonna get well below freezing tonight. Hiked about 9.5 miles today and climbed 3,600 feet in elevation. So we are. Oh, my pole prop in the door closed so the wind doesn't open it. But look at that. There is a proper pile of snow out there. We got close to a foot on the ground. And we could get a lot more snow tonight. We're gonna reheat this bottle too. I'm going to bed with piping hot bottles. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind a little bit of hot chocolate too, with marshmallow. Oh. Actually seems to be drying me out pretty good. I feel a load drier just since I put this hot water bottle under my clothes. Mint hot chocolate, that is good stuff. Oh, that was good. All right, I got some steel cut oats here. I'm gonna make some good oatmeal. Alrighty. Good hearty oatmeal with butter and brown sugar. It's hard to beat. Oh, it feels good to have hot food in me. It's gonna get really cold tonight, so if I want to keep my water liquid, I gotta keep it in my sleeping bag. This 2-liter bottle will stay warm for about 6 to 8 hours. Just make sure it's not leaking. Get a little snack while I wait for dinner. All right, got a piece of Gouda cheese and a date. Gonna melt my cheese in a spoon. Oh, that is so good.
Oh, I got some figs in here too.
That's looking pretty good. These little dehydrated meals are great, but they're less than half the calories I need. Always got to add something to them. So I'm going to eat mine with pilot bread. If any of your pilot bread gets broken up in your backpack, just crunch that up, add it to your stew. Gonna add a little melted Gouda into my chili. I got a little orange zest herbal tea with a lot of sugar in it. A little sweet treat for myself after dinner. Oh, man, that sun ducked behind the mountain and it's cold already. I would really like for it to not be below -20 though. That would be nice. I don't really want to do -30 or anything stupid. If it gets really cold, it won't kill me or anything. It'll just make me grouchy because I won't get a good night's rest. Check it out, this is bread pudding. I just mixed all the ingredients raw into the bag, vacuum sealed it, froze it, and now I just boil it for about 15-20 minutes and it'll cook in the bag and then I can eat it. I want some vanilla ice cream to go with my bread pudding. I just need one key ingredient. Nice fluffy stuff, that's what you want. All right, we're gonna make vanilla ice cream. We just need sweetened condensed milk and some vanilla extract. There we go, got a little cup of homemade vanilla ice cream. All right. Oh yeah, that's looking good. There we go. A delicious bread pudding. Well, if you guys have never had bread pudding, it's basically French toast. You basically take eggs and cream, sugar, vanilla, raisins, cinnamon, mix it all up, pour it over chunks of bread, and then bake it or steam it. Yeah, and it tastes really good with vanilla ice cream. You can use this same technique with a lot of different things. You can put cake batter in there, brownie batter. Oh, that was good. The snow ice cream is really good. It's a fun one to try at home if you ever get a snow day. I got some powdered tang. Hot tang on a winter camp out, man. That's nostalgic. That's what we used to drink. Beans are about done and I've worked up quite an appetite, so I think it's time to make some dinner. Now I know this is a survival video, but I have a very important rule I live by. I don't mind being cold, I don't mind sleeping on the ground, and I don't mind being hungry. But I only do one of those things at a time. So tonight, I'm eating like a king. Time to cut up some firewood. My blanket got a little wet from the snowstorm, so I'm just drying it out. Also kind of makes a nice little windbreak in my back. All right, let's test the beans. Nice and soft. Add a little pepper, add a little salt, add some ground mustard, some brown sugar, and tomato paste. Beans are almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some bread. I have this dough I made up last night. Take and wrap this bit of cheese, a little bit of bread dough with that Gouda inside. Cooking bread on the coals is really easy. Either you make a disc and you lay it straight on the coals and flip it, or you make a ball and you bury it in the coals. A little bit of campfire ash that gets stuck to the bread tastes just like flour. Coming along nicely. All right, we're gonna put that right on the coals. Just like the bread, the coals are gonna stick to it while it's rare, and once it's cooked, the coals will fall off. Yes, that is perfect. A little cheese-filled biscuit cooked in the ash right there. Oh, check out the melted Gouda in there. That is so good. Oh, those are good beans. It's got so much pork jowls in there and the brown sugar. These are good beans. Oh, that is delicious steak. This bread dough is so easy to bring on winter campouts. You just tear off a piece and bake yourself some fresh bread whenever you're feeling like it. If you refrigerate it, it'll last 3-4 days without any problems. It just slowly becomes sourdough if you let it sit for too long. Oh, that bread was good. I'm gonna make some more of that. That is good prime rib. That is good. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. But it looks like it's going to be windy and cold tonight. The dinner was really good, but I am so thirsty. So I need to clean my pot out and start melting some snow, get some water. Biscuits and gravy. Got a nice sausage gravy here. Stick that in there, let that warm up. We're just going to go ahead and sit them right just like that. Let them get warmed up. I gotta warm up my plate so it doesn't chill my food. There we go. Oh, I love biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy is one of the easiest meals, but it's so delicious. Heavy whipping cream, pork sausage, lots of pepper. Very traditional meal in the southern U.S. this smells so good. A beautiful chicken mango curry. Oh, that was good. Steel cut oatmeal and sliced spam for breakfast. All right, the steel cut oatmeal is so good. Got some butter in there, brown sugar, raisins. Making some dinner. I am hungry. Nice cup of spiced orange herbal tea with a load of sugar in it. It's the first calories I've had all day. That hits the spot. Together I got a big slab of pork jowl bacon. I'm gonna chop this up and we're gonna make a stew out of it tonight. Got a big jar of seasonings for the stew here. This has got vinegar, salt, pepper, chili powder, mustard, dill, oregano, and a whole bunch of other things. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that is a good looking stew right there. Yes, I will take some of that. Oh, that's good. All that melted bacon fat mixed in with the vinegar. It's just sweet and savory and tangy. It's good. While that bread cooks, I've got a little jar of honey and butter I've set by the fire. It's getting all nice and melty. Yeah, that's gonna be wonderful. I got the rest of this pork jowl bacon I'm gonna fry up to go with my flatbread. Oh yeah. Bacon fat, melted butter, honey. Carbs, sugar, and fat. The 3 best tasting things on a camp out. I'm so covered in butter and grease. It's wonderful. Con River Camp common room here, and we're gonna make a little dinner. Doing something. Ventilation system is working very well. All right. Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I was gonna cook these over a campfire tonight, but you know, you gotta be adaptable when you're in Alaska. Best Philly cheesesteak north of the Yukon, right here. I think we need to do something about breakfast. I'm making this whole place smell like bacon. I think it's good that we're the only ones here. Here, let me, get you.
All right. Goodness. A really good hotel.
Gotta retreat back into my bag. All right, this is the rough part. It's time to get up and get dressed. Had a lot of trouble with my stove last trip. I went and cleaned it out really good. It seems to be working well now. Takes a little while for these sleeping bags to fluff up in the cold. Give them time. Wow, that boiled so quickly. All right, got some boiling bag rice. And we got these curry packs. Let them get warm. All right. Got some instant Japanese curry here. Just heat and serve. Piping hot curry just sounds so amazing right now. All this hot water and hot curry is just steaming my shelter up. I can tell a real temperature difference between my head and my feet. My feet are kind of cold, my head's nice and warm. All that hot moisture is just rising to the top of my shelter. All right, would you like some beef stroganoff on rice?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let's do it. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll put some rice in there. We got olive oil and diced onions here.
Had some. They did have Mongolian.
No sense in taking stuff back home, right? Let's use this up. All right, got some heavy whipping cream here. I forgot to do that.
This looks delicious.
What do you think? Smell good?
It smells delicious.
Awesome.
That's not awkward.
Just pretend the camera's
Yeah,
not here.
it's
Just
not
pretend
awkward.
the camera's not here. Just I don't care. Not too bad, huh?
It was delicious.
It's low calorie. It's diet. All right, we got a Scotch egg that Michelle kindly made for us. We're gonna warm it up right there.
I don't know. Sometimes
Keeps people more honest because, you know,
you're not real with it.
the thing I do every time.
I would.
Yeah, scotched egg, chocolate brioche toast, some eggs, bacon. All right, we got the water boiling. It's time to make some food. Got some beef bouillon cubes, a little bit of salt. I got these little lamb T-bones here and they're already seasoned. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the bone out and cut off the grizzle, put that in the pot first. I'm gonna have some herbal tea here. Oh, that herbal tea hits the spot. Sounds like the wind's starting to kick up a little bit. Occasionally snow's getting blown off the trees and landing on the tent. It's nice and cozy in here. I got my stew going. Got a bunch of peanuts. Food always cooks slowly on a hot tent stove, but I'm in no hurry. Well, the lamb fat is rendering up nicely, so I just added some sweet potatoes and some tomatoes to the stew. We're gonna add a couple bay leaves. I've got some nutmeg and fennel seed we're gonna put in there as well. Got a little white vinegar. All right, we're gonna let that simmer. I just got a weather alert on my phone. It's supposed to be a blizzard warning tonight. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a lot of snow. We're gonna go ahead and add the lamb meat at this point. Add some carrots and loads of onions. Spice things up with some jalapenos. Hey, does it smell like burning feathers in here? Yeah, it does. Reaching for a piece of wood and I brushed against the stove. Ugh. That's the big downside of these hot tents. You're in a very confined space with a very hot item. Stuff gets burned all the time. Soup's getting close to done, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my garlic. And I'm gonna throw in green onions. All right, just put a little cilantro and basil in there. A beautiful lamb stew. A little savory, a little sweet, a little bit spicy. It's good. Well, that was pretty good. That turned out really nice. Time for a little dessert. Ooh. Oh, got a little cherry pie for dessert. Warm pie on a cold day. A bit spicy. It's good. Well, that was pretty good. That turned out really nice. Time for a little dessert. Ooh. Oh, got a little cherry pie for dessert. Warm pie on a cold day. That was good. For breakfast, I'm gonna make biscuits and gravy. All right, got some hot oil. Got some pork sausage. Gonna add some cream. This little bottle of cream, 1,600 calories. That's why I don't eat biscuits and gravy every day. Putting in some black pepper and a pinch of salt. Now, unfortunately, I've messed up a little bit. I was supposed to bring some flour to thicken up the gravy. I forgot. I got some hot dog buns. I'm gonna try to tear them up into little bits and put them in the gravy to thicken it up. Sometimes you can use breadcrumb as a thickener. There you go, got it to thicken up a little bit. Not bad at all. All right, I got this bag of bread dough that I made up before coming out on this trip. This dough is super simple. It's just bread flour with a dash of yeast, and you add enough water that it's as wet as it can get without sticking to your fingers. kind of mix it up enough so that there's no lumps, throw it in a bag, and then let it sit for a day, overnight, 2 days, you know, whatever you want. There we go. Flatbread and sausage gravy. That is some good stuff right there. Well, not as good. Now, obviously, homemade biscuits would be better, but this ain't bad for a guy who slept on the floor last night. Things I want to do before I go to sleep, but I am so hungry. I need to stop and make some dinner. All right. For dinner, I brought along some moose ribs. These are just 2 ribs from the moose I shot this fall. Got some garlic, salt, and pepper. All right. We want to cook these on a low heat very slowly. Well, there we go. Got the moose ribs buried in hot coals and dirt. The coals are really hot right now, but they're gonna cool off pretty quick. And we're gonna just let that sit for a couple hours. Gloves are pretty wet already. I just hang them out and dry them. Gotta get everything dry before bedtime. You can see how wet my boots are. Look at the steam coming off them. I gotta get those dry too. While I wait for those ribs to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and make up some bread dough. We got some bread flour and yeast in here, and I'm just gonna add a little water to it. Got my bread dough mixed up. I'm gonna let it just sit by the fire tonight. By tomorrow, it'll be nice and fermented and ready to make bread. All right, I think it's time to cook some breakfast. Well, I got some leftover dough, some leftover pork jowl bacon, and a jar of honey and butter. I think we're gonna make something good.
His 4 fingers, the universal signal that
All right, I got honey and melted butter. All right, a little bit of pork jowl bacon here, honey butter. Fresh bread, slabs of bacon smothered in honey butter. This is nice. That is so good. While I wait for the ribs, I'm gonna go ahead and make some soup for dinner. All right, I'm gonna add a little ugali to my chicken noodle soup to give it a little bit more calories. Ugali is just ground up white corn maize, and it's a staple food in East Africa. It tastes like grits, and it's a great way to give a stew a little bit more body to it. Oh, I can smell the moose. It's cooking a little too fast. Nothing fancy, just a thick chicken noodle soup. Oh man, it hits the spot. right, let's check out this moose. Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh, that's actually pretty soft. Oh, I think I nailed that. Look at that beautiful piece of moose meat. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, moose ribs are good. We've been eating a lot of moose this fall. That moose I shot had 567 pounds of meat. We donated all but like 30, 40 pounds of meat, but still, that's a lot. We've been really enjoying it. Got some barbecue sauce here. Oh, the barbecue sauce is mostly frozen. That came out just perfect. Oh, that's good. There we go. That was delicious. My bread dough rose a bit. One side's frozen and the other side's warm. That's kind of like me. I need to get some more coals going for my breakfast, so I'm using this thinner stuff to make coals. Didn't bring a cooking griddle or anything like that. This is real bare minimum camping today. So we're gonna make bread straight on the coals. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. Oh, my butter is so frozen. All right. Melted butter and warm honey. Oh, that's pretty good. Flour is such a great backpacking food. It's so light, it's non-perishable, and it just makes the most delicious things. That's good. Tell you what, I'm in the mood for a little after dinner snack. We're gonna try to make some popcorn. Making popcorn over the fire is so easy. Just put a little oil in the bottom of the pan, throw in a test kernel. As soon as that test kernel pops, then add the rest of the corn and just listen to it. And once the popping slows down, or if you start to smell something burning, pull it off. Throw a little salt in there and you're golden. Bring any fancy pants camping meals tonight. I've got a leftover MRE packet. I think this is Asian style beef strips. We're gonna warm that up in our water here. Once that's warmed up, I'm gonna make some of this chicken and rice here. Never tried this flavor before. We'll see if it's any good. I'm gonna make a cup of warm tea while I wait for my dinner to hydrate. I'm freezing. Oh, that's good. I am so thirsty and so cold. This tastes amazing. Ooh. Kind of a funky flavor, but it tastes so good right now. I'm just gonna mix up the MRE with this thing and see if it tastes a little better. That worked. These dehydrated camping meals are really nice after a hard day like today, but I have a hard time eating them more than a couple days in a row. That's it. All right, this is how I do the dishes. For dessert, I've got one of these shelf life apple turnovers. This thing will last like 20 years before it goes bad or something like that. I'm gonna heat it up by putting it on top of the pot like that. All right, we're gonna give this a try. Couple-year-old apple turnover. Let's see if it's any good. No, it's kind of dry. Maybe I'm just hungry, but this thing tastes pretty good. All right, I brought along a second dessert. It's a chocolate-covered macadamia nut with caramel, but it's frozen, so I gotta thaw it out. Whoa. I'll tell you what, it's really nice to have something to sit on other than ice and snow. Oh, your butt and legs get so cold sitting on the ground. Now that I've stopped working like a madman, I'm starting to cool down and get really cold. So I'm going to take the hot water left over from dinner. I'm going to put that in my coat here. Keep me warm for a little bit. Piping hot Japanese curry and rice. Oh, one of my favorite camp foods. Oh, it's so warm and delicious. Got to eat it quick before it freezes. Breakfast, we got something called the Bandito Scramble. Cheese and eggs and potatoes and stuff. Well, I brought my tin can fireplace with me, but I didn't light it last night because I was so tired. But I could really use something to warm my gloves up right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and light it up. Because there's not a lot of firewood around, I brought a chunk of one of those fireplace logs you buy at the supermarket. There we go. Woohoo! A little chunk like that will only last a couple hours, but it makes a really nice cozy little fire. Works good for drying out gloves. We're gonna try my Bandito Scramble. That is not appetizing. Adding too much water didn't help it. I'm gonna eat some trail mix so my mouth will stop being angry at me. Well, there's a lot of survival huts throughout the mountains here, and most of them are maintained by private groups and clubs. This one's owned and maintained by the American Alpine Club. I think these survival huts are just an absolute amazing resource. There's several of them throughout the mountains here. They're free to use, you don't need any reservations. The clubs just ask for donations or that you sign up to be a member, and it's usually only like 30 bucks a year or something like that. There's no reservations, they're kind of a first come, first serve, and everyone just kind of crowds in and makes it work.
Yeah, the thing happened. Plus, we saw a ton up there on the balcony.
We got couscous with craisins, a little bit of salt and oil, and scooping it up with a bit of pilot bread.
They're not that warm.
It's a pretty good view, right? I just haven't had much. I know. There you go. Hey, that is a fluffy dog.
That's Huckleberry.
Hey, Huckleberry.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. That's cozy. Oh, are you offering these?
Oh, well, we have to cook them first.
They brought cookie dough and they're going to cook it on a skillet. I want to see this. This is going to be good.
Oh my god.
Having raised 3 kids, this looks a little bit like something I had to deal with for a while, but that is a nice bake right there.
Yeah, the other side.
Look at those beauties. Much. Ooh, look at that
A
sauce.
road trip. Dark. Wow.
Pumpkin chocolate chip. That's good. There are definitely those, and then you can go and I forgot to bring a plate or a fork or that. So we're gonna eat this like a giant cracker. No, that'll work. I think it's just amazing that this area is just open to the public, to anyone to use, to come and enjoy.
fly to that will play among stars. Let is like the all I will that we pray.